Now to your community focus. Tomorrow, Governor Dan McKee and others will kick off a statewide landlord challenge seeking to provide permanent housing for Rhode Islanders who have been experiencing homelessness and staying in hotel shelters since the start of the pandemic.
The governor will be joined tomorrow by several others, including our guest here in studio today, Josh Saal, the Deputy Secretary of Commerce for Housing. Josh, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me. Good afternoon.
So let's start with the basics here. What exactly is this landlord challenge?
The Landlord Challenge is a great initiative that was put forward by the governor's office, my office working with Amos House, the Realtors Association, Rhode Island Housing, to get people who are currently experiencing homelessness, whether in shelters or elsewhere, to find them permanent housing by working with landlords and providing an upfront bonus of up to $3,000 if they house families or individuals who are experiencing homelessness. It's not only just the bonus for housing them, but also a bonus of another $3,000 for providing necessary repairs. So we know a lot of the housing stock needs those repairs, and this program does that by helping out landlords, building owners to repair their units and providing them bonus to help some of our most vulnerable families who are experiencing homelessness right now.
We've been talking a lot about the challenge of housing in Rhode Island right now recently. In trying to kind of pare down who is impacted by this, I thought up a scenario to ask you about. Basically, a landlord is raising rent, let's say, and the current tenant says there's no way I can swing that. Would that person need to become homeless for the landlord to then apply for the program to get assistance, or could they kind of skirt that program?
So there are a lot of different programs out there. This Landlord Challenge is really about getting 150 units for people who are currently experiencing homelessness. Okay. There are other programs, and you can contact Rhode Island Legal Services, Center for Justice, other groups out there if you are having housing issues and you might be experiencing or worried about a raise in rent and how that might affect you, because we want to prevent people from becoming homeless in the first place. A lot of people don't realize this, but homelessness is a housing issue. And that's why this administration is proposing $250 million to tackle our housing issues. We want to prevent people from being homeless because any level of homelessness is unacceptable, and we want to fight that head on.
You mentioned trying to find 150 units. Our colleague Ted Nisi reported just last week, though, that just 3 of every 100 apartments in the greater Providence area is actually vacant. So even with these incentives that you're offering, do you think that there really is enough, need to meet, or enough stock out there to meet the demand?
That's a great question, and we have some experience doing this back in 2020, where we got over 100 units online in a short amount of period. And I'm confident, especially with the money that we're putting towards the bonus, but also the money towards repairs. So some of those units that might not even be showing up as available because they need some minor repairs here and there, they will now be available through this program, which gives landlords, building owners, that added incentive of reimbursing them for the repairs and then housing people who are experiencing homelessness.
You touched on this briefly when we were just talking a moment ago, but again, we've been talking about the challenge of housing. The application period for Rent Relief's RI program is closing at the beginning of June. Lots of people reaching out to us saying they're struggling to find housing in the first place, which is part of the conversation. Where should folks be going right now for that kind of help?
Yeah, so I mentioned earlier, Rhode Island Legal Services is a good option, but a lot of our other providers really help connect families who are experiencing economic trouble or who might have experienced a sudden medical bill and they're having trouble to keep up with their payments on either their mortgage if they're homeowners or with their rental. And we're happy to provide you a list afterwards of resources, or you can visit also rhodeislandhousing.com and some other websites to provide assistance with that.
Fantastic. And we'll put some resources on our website as well, WPRI.com. We've got just 30 seconds left. You're hitting, I believe, your 6-month mark in this position. What's been the most eye-opening thing since you've taken over this role here in Rhode Island?
Well, Rhode Island is a very special place, as we all know, and really the sense of community, and I'm hoping that sense of community translates to landlords participating in this program and helping out, because there are families out there, we're asking them, let's help kids, let's make sure they're going to school. And meanwhile, they have to live in shelters because they can't find a new housing unit. So through this landlord initiative, we're hoping really to address that head on, find permanent housing, because we know kids, parents, everyone is much healthier and there are better outcomes, whether educationally or otherwise, if they have permanent housing.
Fantastic. And we'll have more on that landlord challenge, of course, on our website, WPRI.com. Deputy Secretary of Commerce for Housing, Josh Saal, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you.
And looking ahead to tomorrow, when Attorney General Peter Nerona will be joining us live in studio for our monthly conversation with him. That's coming up right here at 4 tomorrow.